Hello, everyone. Welcome to Urban Shadows' second edition miniseries, Trouble in the Second City New Blood, brought to you by our MC, the Noir Enigma. Please take it away.
Hello, everybody. I'm your MC. This is episode 2. Uh, it's been a minute since episode 1, so let me give you the short. Let me give you the short and simple rundown of what happened. Apparently, they were not able to hear you, Stella, but that is okay. I got you. Um, so last we left off, our crew was kind of recovering from last season's adventures, where they went and ransacked heaven and found out that God has kind of been playing hooky from his responsibilities. Um, Sage has been taking over as the alpha as Grandma Mama has passed. It's been a little bit of a rough journey. Sage was visited by a vampire named Vincent, who's like one of the top 3 vampires in the city, requesting access to Sage's territory. After a tense meeting between the two, Sage was able to work out what they were looking for, which is they were looking for a postal worker by the name of Doug. I don't know what's going on with my party, but their faces are making me laugh. On top of that, we caught up with Anders, who is roommate with Carl, and Carl is kind of going through a bad breakup. And it's just a mess, just a lot of crying, a lot of used tissues from crying. And we also caught up with XD, who is, of course, playing absolutely no games. After last season, there was a tense moment where we thought maybe XD was going to kill Jimmy, but not yet is the answer that I think best suits that situation. Frida, we also caught up with, and Frida actually ended up meeting Doug, who the vampires are after, seeing a little glimpse of the future where an assassin killed a wolf, ran off, and was killed by Sage, which was going to lead to very awful things in that potential timeline. After having that vision, Frida also went on a date with Doug, who was very quickly revealed to be the absent god, who's just kind of, just vibing on the planet. They took Frida to Red Lobster. Everybody had a good time, because when you're at Red Lobster, your family. That's the wrong restaurant, but it doesn't matter. And as predicted, a wolf was killed in Sage's territory. The wolves have begun tracking down the assailant, and Frida is with one of the wolves in the pack, Quixley, and right now they're just kind of standing at a distance as Sage hovers over the assassin, deciding whether or not to assassinate the assassin. The rest of the group, Jimmy, XD, and Anders, are back at Sage's apartment, giving God dating advice on how to better win over Frida, and also God in return for the assistance, or Doug rather, in return for their assistance, got them free jalapeno poppers with the pizza that they ordered. So I think that's a good recap. Yes, Andrew.
God also told us that one of us was like the next god.
What if God was one of us? It is.
It is. Yeah. God told us that one of us is like gonna be next god. That was weird.
So yeah, I do need to explain. The way that things work in this world is that God is more of a job title. See, a bunch of immortals fight each other to the death, and the last one that's left standing gets the privilege of holding the power that would be defined as God. Right now, we're getting to the end of this game where there are only a few immortals left standing, and one of them will become the new God. And Doug did mention that one of the individuals in this group has the capacity to be the new God. It does have to be someone that is human. So it can't be Jimmy, unfortunately. It can't be.
Just wear a hat. No one will notice. No one will notice if I wear a hat.
It can't be Sage.
I don't want those problems. That sounds. I have my own fucking shit I got to work with.
But the remaining three, either one of them could potentially be
Bad
the
odds.
next God.
Those are awful odds.
This is my human hack. So
Sorry.
This is my human hat and my human shirt. Look how human I am. Wow.
Wow, with buttons up and everything.
Yeah, this is my human fursuit. I'm a humie.
Oh,
I'm really glad I brought that into existence. Powerful.
So we're gonna just get right back into it. The camera's gonna zoom in on an intersection in the downtown streets of Chicago, where we see a slender man in a black leather coat, with a gun reaching for a gun in his hand. Reaching for a gun on his person, but having been stopped by Sage, is kind of being pinned helpless. And Frida and Quixley are in the distance seeing this. Sage, what would you like to do?
If I remember correctly, I like ripped his arm off, and then
You
he
did,
tried
in
to
fact,
shoot
rip
me,
yeah.
and then like he put something in his mouth and exploded, and then I jumped out just in time.
So he bit something on his mouth. He has not exploded yet, I don't believe.
Okay.
So you do get the feeling that something is going to happen now that he's
Gotcha.
down.
Okay.
And if something did happen last episode, we're retconning it, baby. Because I smoke a lot of weed. So
That's fair. I mean, that's fair. Hey, man, I'm not mad.
So he bites down, and you hear and he starts laughing. What would you like to do?
I would like to toss him in the air like a fucking firework.
Okay, well, you know what? That is gonna be because of the nature of this. This is gonna be an escape a situation check. So go ahead, roll me 2d6 plus blood. Baby, you're a firework. And that's all I can sing before.
That's an 11.
Stella Sue. Holy sh! So you grab him by the ankles in your wolf form. It just you see, what's that sport where they grab the heavy ball, spin a few times, and throw it? You shot put a human being. And very much like T-Rocket, he starts to blast off again. And then and I am going to say, go ahead and roll me a keep your cool check, Frida. That's 2d6 plus spirit.
$11.
Hey, twin.
So you get a vision of a phone ringing, and you only see the silhouette, and you hear, was he captured? No? Well, good. Is there any way for them to officially track this back to us? Perfect. And after hearing something on the other side of the conversation that you can't hear, the voice on the phone goes, then we proceed with the next step. They've already made contact with the entity. So you know what to do. Click. And you wake up to Quixley kind of going, you okay? Like, hey. Like, and it's just kind of shaking.
I did take the phone from this person whose name I forgot because he's not important, especially now that he is unalived.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to like mess with it.
Okay, so go ahead and this is going to be a figure someone out check. So roll me 2d6 plus your mind.
That's a 10.
Okay. And I'll get back to that in just a second. What's up, Frida?
Sure.
Oh, you can finish this, but I got distracted for a second. But do I recognize the voice?
I'm gonna have you roll me a figure someone out as well.
What is that again?
2d6 plus your mind. Mm-hmm. So while you're doing that, Sage, with your role, you're able to turn the phone back on. It was turned off, and unfortunately, you get to the password screen. It is locked by Face ID.
Okay.
And there is no face left.
There's like not even like pieces that have like.
I mean, there you might find a scotch of nose.
Is there like a way that I can do like a fingerprint?
It uses Face ID and it does not have the thumbprint reader.
Okay.
He's got an iPhone 13 Pro.
All right. I'm about to owe Jimmy another favor. I'm going to call Jimmy on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, what do you want? Hey, what's going on? There's some pizza left. You want some pizza?
Is there chicken on it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember.
Oh yeah.
I ate a lot of it.
Sorry,
but
listen. It's been a little bit of a wild ride. Okay,
All
hear me
right.
out. Just hear me out.
Okay.
How good are you at cracking codes that require faces that are blown up to smithereens?
Did you steal a phone and then blow a man up?
Yes.
I love
Not
that for you.
intentionally, but it was either him or me, and it was definitely him.
I love that for you. You little special boy. Oh my goodness. All right. Here's what we're gonna do, okay?
Okay.
You go do me a little favor and you bring that phone to me, and I'm gonna give it to one of my little pals over at the office, and we'll get it figured out. You know who's really good at phone stuff now, ironically?
Who?
Wobbles.
Oh, I love Wobbles. He's such a tender soul.
Yeah, he's a tender soul who's now a fucking 90s internet hacker. Let's go.
It was a good movie. All right.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I'll be there soon. I gotta check on Quixley and Frida. Make
All
sure.
right, hurry up before these fucking jalapeno poppers get cold, because they're nasty when they cold.
True.
Yeah, that's not gonna stop me. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Click.
Oh, hey, God. Oh, bye.
Bye.
All right. And so, Frida, what did you get on your roll?
Got a 10.
Okay.
I don't know. I got a 5. Last time it was a 6 and a whatever. But this is a 5 and a 4, and then I have one in mind.
So you start to think on that voice. And you ever have a memory that's wrong And the more you focus on it, and the more you start to correct it in your head, you start to do that, and you're starting to piece the voice together. You're starting to figure out who this is. And there is just a feeling of hesitation. I'm going to need you to roll me a keep your cool check.
And that's spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoop. Oh no. That is a 4.
We're not twinning anymore.
We're not twinning anymore.
So you think on this memory, and you replay it again, which is there's no way they can track that back to us, correct? And when you correct it, you hear the voice of your benefactor, and then immediately stop thinking about it. Like you immediately just.
That's racist. I'm sorry.
That was perfect. Don't ever apologize. That's awesome. That's right. I'm out here to get all you blacks. No, I'm kidding.
Not the blacks. We
No.
just talked about this.
No,
And that's how Noir gets canceled, baby.
that's all it took. That's all after all this time.
Hey, start your twit loggers up. All right.
I apologize, Twitlonger.
Fire up my YouTube apology.
Soulfully.
It's time to open the notes app.
This is hard for me. I'm not
I've
that
learned
kind of
a lot.
person.
I have a therapist now, and I've changed.
I'm gonna take some time away from social media because I have a lot of learning to do.
Yeah.
I have a lot of unlearning to do.
If only more people that already do this work could do some more work for me, that'd be wonderful.
All right, I'm gonna wrangle us back in.
I'm dying. Off the rails.
Somebody's gonna take these clips and put them out of order, and I'm
We're
done
fucked.
for.
We're
I'm
fucked.
done for.
Canceled.
Holy shit. We've been in the TTRPG business for too long,
Way
y'all.
too goddamn long. All right, so yeah, you start to think on the memory, and you hear very clearly your benefactor's voice, and it's very startling. What do you do? I'm just giving Frida a hard time. I feel so bad.
I'm gonna say that she's pretty startled. Maybe like has that vision and just kind of like sits there for a second, but doesn't say anything. But if anyone kind of was looking at them, they'd know that she's very like shaken right now. But she has learned to, like, she's reining it back in.
So you just hear Quixley go, Sage, your friend Frida's having a hard.
I'm already on my way over because I'm assuming I'm still in my big wolfy form. So like I smelled the change of like I smell the stress.
Yes.
So I kind of like just walk over and like try to like lean down and like rest like my forehead on her forehead or their forehead to just be like, soothing. We're soothing. We're zen.
The purring helps me. Quixley says just like.
I'm just. I need a fan. I need a fan.
Quixley is, but so then I kind of just like rest like my big old claws on their shoulders, like gently, weirdly enough for being this massive, gargantuan beast. I say, shh, it's okay. Whatever it is, we'll work through it, okay? I got you.
You need me to take you anywhere? I mean, I already stole this car. You guys can.
Quickly, we're gonna go talk to Wobbles really quick, and then we're gonna go back home.
Yeah, you want me to take you there? You running, or I mean, I called off today because we were hunting the.
How
guys.
are you feeling, by the way? Do you need me to lick your wounds?
Yeah, I got shot a little bit, but Frida took it out. I'm feeling much better. I'm honestly more worried about them than me. you know how the healing works.
Yeah. Well, make sure you go home. Tell your family that I said hi.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be by later with a pizza, okay?
Yeah, I know Auntie's making some peach cobbler today, so if you want me to.
Oh, yeah. Come drop some over. That'll be good. And then I looked back to Frida. Frida, do you feel like running? You can. Yeah. Okay. The air might be good for you. Yeah.
All right, well, you two take care of yourselves. And you see he begins shifting, and his wolf form, like with all his blue hair, it's only a streak of blue against black and gray fur. He just starts running off. I can't reach up.
What were you expecting exactly? Oh, you know what you signed up for, my man. Like,
my party's too horny. All right, so he runs off. To do exactly what you told him, which is to say hi to his family. And so with that, I'm imagining you and Frida are heading over to Wobbles. So our camera is going to zoom back in to Sage's apartment, where there is just this destroyed box of pizza, and you hear the shower turn off.
Oh.
And Carl walks back out.
Ignore him.
Well, he walks out and he just immediately ignored. He goes, "Oh, okay," and sits down.
All right, y'all. Jimmy.
Yeah, what? Jimmy's on his phone, just like looking intently at the screen.
Who wants to? Y'all want to put bets on who's going to be God?
What's the 5-letter word that starts with ass?
Asset, Carl says, very proud.
Asset. I ain't got your shit. All right, that's nice. Let me tell your girlfriend how smart you are.
Why do you do this? Why do you do that? He just got out the shower.
And you hear the crying.
Go back into the shower, Carl. Just don't turn on the hot water. Don't run up Sage's bill.
I'm gonna need XD, Ander, and Kelsey to roll me escape situation, please.
God damn it.
Situation.
What's that? 2d6 plus what?
2d6 plus your blood.
Oh, thank God.
Oh no!
I was about to say, let's go.
The killers are happy.
I hope this is. You said
That's a
2d6. 2d6. Okay.
That's a 14 for me.
It's a 2.
XD, what'd you get?
13.
Okay, and so there's just this jovial moment between all of you, like, aha, I'm gonna tell your girlfriend, and then immediately just the apartment gets lit up. XD, like, you've been a hunter for a while, so a fraction of a second before anything happens, you're like, something's off, and you jump behind the couch and just like bullet holes just are all over the place. Ander, it's very funny. Like, before the shots start to go off, you hear,
Great.
And, and you do, and gunfire everywhere.
Can I,
Jimmy.
can I drop with Carl? Can I jump down and put Carl down too? Or is he already crying on the floor?
So Carl, you said go take a shower, Carl, and Carl turns his back and you just see
Ooh.
and he falls to the ground.
My progeny.
Did you really want him as your progeny
With
anyways?
cheese.
This
I
is
did.
really just convenient for you, honestly.
I say, I hope that's not silver.
Now, boy, Jimmy, you've got a choice. You can choose to suffer harm during your escape, end up in another dangerous situation, leave something important behind, owe an NPC a debt for their aid, or give into your base nature and mark corruption.
I will actually take
You have to choose two.
Oh, okay. All right. So I will take the harm because I have an ability called I'm a fucking demon, which allows me to ignore the first time I am inflicted with harm. So I will take that, and Jimmy will just be like, done.
And so you all see Jimmy literally take one right between the eye. It just has a bad attitude about it as the bullet pushes itself out of his face. It just tink, tink, tink onto the ground.
And then the other one was one of my other ones to mark corruption.
So you took the harm, and so you suffer harm during your escape. So yeah, you actually escaped the situation.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you're good on that one. You do have to choose another one though. So you can choose, because you already took suffer harm during your escape, you can choose, you end up in another dangerous situation, you leave something important behind, you owe an NPC a debt for their aid, or you give into your base nature and mark corruption.
I will give into my base nature and mark corruption.
So tell me what this looks like as you kind of give into that more devilish side of yourself.
So I think, we all know Jimmy. You know him, you love him. He's a little goat man. He's a little 3 foot tall goat man who's just secretly dated DeVito if he was a demon. And I think you see him he flicks this bullet out of his head, and then he looks and he snorts, and when he snorts, like literal kind of like smoke comes out of his nostrils for a minute, and he just cracks his neck and goes, "All right." And he fucking walks, he like scampers, and as he scampers, because I think they're all sitting on the couch, right? He kicks out one leg to knock the couch over, so it acts as a barrier between him and the gunshot, like he's not been shot before through a wall. Come on, you fucking babies. This is fucking Chicago. God.
Sadly true.
And he looks fucking pissed, and he just, as this is happening, he takes his cell phone out, closes his game of Wordle, and starts scrolling through his contact list to bring up the gang.
Oh my! So while you're doing that, you begin to hear footsteps coming down the hall, and the footsteps stop every now and then. It just stop down the hall again, open up a door, stop down the floor again. You can tell that they are wiping out this complex.
Isn't this complex wolves?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. How close are they?
You can tell that they are stopping by Kane's apartment next.
Yeah. I would engage with my big fuck ander gun.
forgot
That could
you
be
had that.
taken in multiple
Yep.
different ways, and I'm
I
here
was
for
gonna say it.
all
I was
of
gonna
them.
let you
You know,
guys
I
have
was just
that.
gonna let that
It
live.
It
helped.
would have
But
been mean if I said
It
it.
really
It
is
would've
just
been mean if
it's
I said-
evolved over the course, because originally it was fuck Anders, but now it's like fuck
Ooh.
Anders.
It actually, so Ander like scratched out the fuck part, and it just says Ander. It's Ander's gun. It'll forever be the fuck Ander gun.
so you open up the door of the complex, and immediately you see figures dressed in complete blackout gear, military like SWAT type gear. They are holding military style weapons. There's not one piece of flesh exposed on their person.
Wow. That's
uh,
really good.
mhm.
It's funny because I have a fun thing called Deadly, and they're not reducing shit. So I want to. What is it called? Engage. I don't know what words are for powered by the apocalypse. I want to hurt.
Please let me hurt the man.
Do you want to turn to violence?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead and roll me 2d6 with blood.
I want to hurt.
Oh, you're doing it as well? Okay, XD, also roll me a turn to violence.
Oh no, not me. I would never
11.
have violence.
Okay,
Dang,
so that is a
11.
hit.
Ugh, that was an ugly roll,
I have
but
a
it's
weird
7.
thing I'm gonna do when you have a moment.
Okay, so we're gonna go Ander, XD, then Jimmy. So Anders, on a hit, you get to choose one. Actually, you got a 10 plus. So they get to choose one, which is they get to choose. They inflict harm on you. They put you in a bad spot. They create an opening to flee, and then you get to choose. You inflict terrible harm. You take something from them. You create an opportunity for your ally. So I am going to say that they are going to put you in a bad spot. So you hop out and you're just wailing, just shooting at these guys. And I'm going to say you take out, I've had in my head that there are 11 of them. You're going to take out a good 2. Yeah, this is a liquidation team. You take out 2, but then they nab you and you're surrounded. XD, tell me what you roll.
I rolled a fat nasty 7.
That is a hit. So you're going to inflict harm, but you're only going to take out one of them because they are heavily armed. And in return, they are going to inflict they're going to inflict harm on you. So you're going to take 1 harm. Do you have anything to reduce harm?
Nope, but 1 harm is fine.
Okie dokie. So it's just faint. All right, now as like you tell me how are you turning to violence on them? What are you doing?
We're feeling saucy. Babies had to use guns. They're just gonna use their bow. Just Hunger Games.
Bo.
So you come out and you just the first person you target, like all we see is the back of their helmet and then the arrowhead just pop out. And then they immediately return fire to you. You grab cover, but you got a hero wound as like one of the bullets straight goes through your shoulder. It's like that. Oh, kind of like it sucks, but it's cool. Jimmy, what are you doing in this situation?
Hello, it's me, Jimmy. I'm here to cause problems.
Oh no.
So, this is my plan. All right. So, are they all in the area room? Are they in the room now?
They're all in the hallway. So they're making
Okay.
Ander hopped out of the apartment and started shooting down the hallway.
Okay.
They grabbed Ander. XD hopped out, killed one with the bow, got hit, went back inside the apartment to grab cover. And now it's you.
Okay. All right. So Jimmy gets up and he just puts in his phone to his gang at the office, get ready, RDY, get ready, and then he shoves his phone in his pocket and he goes over to XD and he's like, "Hey buddy, oh you got a little shot of Rudy there, huh? That's fun. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Cause fuck this a little bit, a little bit of fuck this. We're gonna fucking run. How does that? You like that? Cause that's a lot of dudes. Are you into running?"
I have an alternate suggestion. How about I throw you as a projectile?
Well, that doesn't solve our problems as much as our love goes deeper and deeper every time we talk.
I mean, it might solve mine.
It will, but not for long. There's a lot of imps that know who you are, bud.
And you're looking at a candidate of God, apparently.
All right,
so
let's just
what are
let's
your
put the love.
chances?
Let's put our little love nest away for a minute.
As this is happening, you all hear, and you hear tink, tink, tink,
Really?
Tink.
Not silver?
as you see bullets coming out of Craig. Oh, like, of Carl.
Carl, I was like,
I was like,
Greg,
we got
Carl,
another one?
Greg, did you
I
make me a new hot boyfriend?
I've got another character that like is very Carl like that I keep mixing them up with. And you can see that the bullets are out of him, but there is black lines all in his veins. And he's just
Okay,
every part of that was unpleasant.
Yep. Okay, time to go. All right, here's what's gonna happen. XD, can you give Anders some fucking cover so he can get away from those assholes? I'm gonna open a door to my office. They will not be able to follow us. We'll just go there and get the fuck out. You are muted, so I have no idea what witty one-liners you were telling me. I hope they were good.
I'm not muted. Hello?
Now you are.
Oh,
No,
muted.
you're good.
That was weird.
Oh no!
They got
Good.
Oh no!
He got
XD.
me.
No, XD is down.
Oh, God.
But no. Yeah, that's a surprisingly good idea.
All right,
And
cool.
her.
That's what we're gonna do. All right, you cause some cover. I'll open a door. Let's fucking distract them and let's get the fuck out. So I would like to roll to what is it? Just mislead or distract.
Okay.
And then open because I have a key that basically I can turn any door into a door that goes to my office where the rest of the gang is.
So that's gonna be 2d6 plus mind.
It's the only thing I'm good at. It's literally the only thing I'm good at. Oh, that was tolerable. We're gonna call that tolerable. It's a 12.
That's more
We're
than
We're gonna call that tolerable.
Can't fucking stand you, Jimmy. All right. So tell me how you distract them.
I think the distraction comes in Jimmy literally getting next to shoving XD towards Sanders in the pile of gunmen. And be like, okay, do the thing. And then him going to the door, the apartment door that is open, shutting it, and getting his key into the lock so he can open it again.
So XD has a reputation as one of the deadliest hunters in the country. And you just push XD out. And so what they see is XD charging a full regiment of elite kill squad. So they clearly think, fuck, XD's got a plan. And they jump into an apartment for cover. You get to pick two of the following, Jimmy. You create an opportunity, you expose a weakness or flaw, you confuse them for some time, you avoid further entanglement.
I think we're gonna go with avoid further entanglement. That way we can just get the fuck out.
Create me and also create a fucking opportunity, please.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like, well, I guess if I create you an opportunity.
Wait, do you pick one or two?
You can pick one.
Two.
Oh, we can pick
Oh, you
two.
pick two.
Create an opportunity.
Yeah, create an
All right,
opportunity.
create an opportunity. Avoid entanglement.
Okay. Actually, I'm sorry. On a 10 plus, you get to pick 3.
Oh,
Yes. And they're confused forever because what the fuck just happened? That one.
Okay. So they see XD charging and hop into the next apartment and jump out the windows to their rappel lines to rappel to another window to avoid whatever XD is doing. So you have a solid 2 minutes to grab Anders and do something before they come out of another apartment blasted. So XD, it's you. Like you've kind of like stumbled and you look up and they're all good.
where am I?
You see them hop out the window, like they push you in the direction of XD, going whatever XD is gonna do, Andrew is gonna take. Yeah. So what do we do?
Disrespectful. Can I grab one? You can say no, it's fine.
No, absolutely not. I'm gonna say if you can keep your cool, you can grab one. Go ahead and roll me 2d6 plus spirit.
Oh God, I think I have a literal minus to spirit.
I believe in you.
Oh, I don't.
Me too, though.
Oh no, I have a 1 to spirit. Come on, Andrew needs a new buddy. 5, 6, 7. I got an 8.
Okay, so on an 8, I'm not going to let you grab the whole person, but I will say there are 4 pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Choose which pocket you grab something out of.
Oh, sick. 3.
Okay, so pocket 3.
Phone.
It's not a phone.
Fuck.
It looks like a credit card.
Oh,
It's made out of metal. There is a chip on it and nothing else.
I will be using this to buy a lot of things.
yeah, that's a
Sick.
Black Amerix. That's a Black
I'm cool with
Amerix.
that.
Fuck yeah.
I'm good with that. That's good enough for me.
It doesn't look like it's credit card shaped, but there's no strip on the back of it.
Oh,
So
all right. Well, I take it. Disappointed Andrew noises. Hey, what's up, XD?
Is that the sound that Ander makes when he's disappointed?
Oh,
I'm just asking.
I wanted a credit card. I run in XD. Oh God. Dude, how
All
tall
right,
is
gang,
XD?
we're going. Let's go. And at this point, Jimmy has like opened the door again, and instead of seeing outside the apartment as you did previously, what is there is actually Jimmy's office, which is just filled with fucking imps now holding guns because they don't know what's happening.
you just hear a very meek Carl go, can I come?
Yes, you can
Yes.
fucking come. Someone pick up that little.
I grab him by his leg.
Oh, I was shot there as well.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's
you're a
kind of
little
what
bullet
happens.
dumpster right now. Okay, we get it. Let's go.
And so you all go through the door, close it behind you, and just a second before it closes, you just hear more gunfire, and then you close it.
Welp.
I'm assuming that Frida and I are now there and we see all of this.
Yes. So as you walk in to talk to Wobbles, you see a very wounded Carl just kind of spill onto the floor. You smell it instantly. His blood is thick with liquid silver. And he is very much dying. You also feel that your territory is under attack.
I gently place Frida down and I hand him the phone. We need to find out whatever is on here. So let Wobbles do his work. And then I'm obviously agitated, even though I'm speaking with a very eerie calm. I'm actually going to pull out my phone and I'm going to call, or actually I'm going to send a text to the other group that I'm in, which is all the alphas.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give them the heads up, let them know what's going on, making sure that they are protecting their own and that they're taking in anybody from my territory.
each and every alpha that you text, you get the red exclamation mark. Say that means that your text did not go through.
I'm becoming more and more irate, especially as Jimmy looks at me like that.
As I just try and fix this, like, ooh.
I'm agitated. Am I feeling like I've lost everyone?
Your territory is under attack. You feel a couple of casualties,
Okay.
but not everybody. Like it's only a couple.
Okay.
But the ones that you do feel are targeted. Like they're targeting the ones closest to you. And it's at this point.
Do I smell Vincent, by the way, or like something that smells like Vincent?
The smell of vampire. I'm gonna say go ahead and roll me a 2d6 plus night.
That is a 10.
There is a faint smell of it's you walk over to Carl and there's one bullet that's still lodged in, and you smell vampire on it. And there is something on Anders' person that smells very much like Vincent.
All right, I'm sniffing furiously. And like, I just want to check very quickly if this is okay, because I'm about to get all up in Anders' business. Okay. I kind of just like go over and I start sniffing. Like my full snout is like wherever that scent is.
And you'd be able to tell that it's like in his right pocket, basically.
And then I don't even claw at it. I like snatch it with my teeth.
Oh, no.
That's his dick.
I like touch my side. Oh, I didn't know we were this close. And then you like have the card in your mouth, and my jacket's ripped. I just kind of take it off. Oh, sad Ander noises.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be your pee. I was very nervous.
Jimmy, roll me 2d6 plus night.
Okay.
What's also good.
I'm going to look to XD.
Oh,
Do I? No, I wouldn't know that yet because we haven't gotten into the phone.
Don't worry, I'm gonna know everything. I rolled a 15.
Oh my god.
Did you roll a 15?
XD, do you have anything to help Carl? Please.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I kill monsters, not heal them.
I snap. I snap.
Jimmy, you recognize that card as a key card to get into the vault. The vault it's a rumor. It is where the most powerful vampires like to keep their weapon collection. And if you mention the vault, XD, you know all about it. Because when vampires pay hunters to do work, they tend to give them a treat from the vault.
So is Sage holding the card still?
I'm kind of like, I still have it and I'm in XD's face right now.
Sage.
And then I snap, what?
I need you to put the card down, please.
I throw it. Like I like fling it. And at this point, I'm assuming it's gonna get stuck wherever it lands.
It's
gonna get lodged.
Jimmy will fucking, like, in the same way some people are like, no, to save a person. Jimmy is like, no, to save this card so it does not get damaged. Jimmy is fucking dive bombing to save this car.
I'm gonna say, like, you catch it a second before it was gonna like split Wobble's brain pan while you just like, ah!
So Jimmy's like, Jimmy didn't even worry about Wobbles. Just looking at his fucking card.
No.
I am going to play on my little feral ADHD Wolfie, and I'm gonna start tearing shit up.
No,
I'm losing
this is
it.
my office. No.
I'm losing it. So I'm like throwing file cabinets. I'm ripping like the little fucking like shitty plants that are stuck in like little wicker baskets that you could buy for like $9.99 at Walmart. They're being torn to shreds. And I snap back around at XD and I say, you kill these very things and you don't have anything. You don't know anything about healing them. And like, I'm losing it. Like, it is terrifying. Y'all have not seen me this upset.
XD, as Sage is getting in your face, your phone goes off, and there is a deposit in your account for $50 million.
Oh,
I
spicy.
see. Do I see that?
XD, does Sage see that?
How could you not? How could you not see it? You didn't know it was coming.
Yeah, I mean, I love the drama we have established here. Raven, I love you. Yeah,
I love you.
Sage too.
I'm so sorry to do this to y'all, but it's only gonna get worse from here. Oh my goodness.
This PvP. PvP.
Damn, 50 million. I hope
we
that
got-
doesn't get taken
All
out.
right. So you look at your phone and you see 50 million, and there's a message attached to it. This deposit is for all hunters in the Chicagoland area. You can tell each hunter in Chicago just got $50 million. 2.5 billion to the first person to bring me Sage's head.
Oh no!
And
I've
so
never moved.
I at this point, like I see this and I'm seeing red. And like I did start like shrinking. I did start shrinking, right?
Mhm.
And now I'm like Debo. Ooh. All right. And I look at XD and I smirk with this very fanged, toothy grin. And I say, you coming for my head now, XD? I'm ready.
Jimmy, your phone goes off.
Oh no. This keeps getting worse.
Hey, yo, it's Jimmy.
Oh no, it's a message.
Oh,
Oh,
he looks at his phone.
$50 million just got
tell him.
deposited into your account.
Sick.
For all vendors in the Chicagoland area, another $100 million will be presented to you once we've acquired Sage's head. This down payment is to no longer provide services towards Sage or her pack.
Why did they get more money than I did? What the fuck? Wait a second. He's like texting them back like, okay, listen, you just offered this guy 2 billion and you're giving me 100. Eat my ass. Actually, he's doing it as a voice message, so everyone can hear this. You offer me 100 million for fucking Sage's head, and you offer the fucking hunter 2 billion. Eat my whole ass. Eat my ass.
Then you hear Wobble's phone goes off. And
I
then
shoot
the
Wobble's
other
phone. I shoot Wobble's phone. I can't
And
keep
then-
doing this.
and then the other imps that you're working for, and they're all looking at you, Jimmy, like, don't fuck this up for us.
All
I,
right.
s- I
No, wait.
howl very loudly while all this is going on. And I say, then fucking kill me.
Sage, none of us are going to kill you. And he's very pointedly
Hey,
looking
mid
at the
howl,
imps.
mid howl though.
No.
Let's go.
No.
Let's go,
Let's
XD. We throwing
go.
hands.
Here it comes.
What have I done?
You gave the
Surprisingly,
worst
I don't have
one
a
of
silvered
us.
weapon.
Why are we doing this in my office?
Your office is fucked.
Honestly,
I'm ready.
actually, they're not gonna shoot. They're just gonna have the gun leveled.
I think, okay, Jimmy's just like, nope, nope, no. All right, here's what's going to fucking happen. He walks straight in the middle of Sage and XD and goes and points at XD and says, you are in my fucking house. You are surrounded by my fucking people in an instant. In a fucking instant, every imp in the city will know your name, and it doesn't mean jack shit for all that money in the world. If you want to kill Sage, you are not doing it in my house. Do you understand me?
I don't have a silvered weapon, but I have a blessed weapon, so that silence blessed high-powered pistol is going right through Jimmy's skull.
Cool. All right.
Oh, yeah.
There ain't no violence.
Hey, Frida, how are you doing?
So
you know?
can I actually? I want to
Big money,
like.
no whammies.
Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because I'm pissed off. I'm just mad.
Oh boy.
Bye-bye, Jimmy.
That's a
Well,
10,
don't
by
you
the
worry
way.
about Jimmy, baby.
That's a 10. Okay.
All right, do I just roll the same thing?
You're gonna roll escape the situation, and whoever's is higher wins.
All right, what is escape the situation? It is
That is gonna be 2d6 plus blood.
Oh, that's a bad one for old Jimmy.
No.
That's a bad. You want to see what I'm rolling? You want to see what Jimmy's rolling? Here we go.
A 1 or a 4?
Oh no, this is just single die. A single die.
Oh,
Boop.
you always get to roll 2d6.
I do, even if I'm -1.
Mhm.
Oh.
So you're gonna -1 is what minus whatever you roll on the
To
2
the
6.
roll.
Oh, thank God. 6.
Okay.
Yeah. What did you roll, XD?
I rolled a 10.
Yep, that's my body.
And as the shot goes off, Wobbles goes, no! It gets ready to defend Jimmy, and another imp goes, no. And like they're torn. Some of them want to protect Jimmy. Some of them are saying XD kills Sage, we get paid.
They are.
I want to take this opportunity to.
Oh, so what have I done?
gonna kill every imp in
Know
the city
exactly
now.
what you did.
I'm gonna kill so
Yeah,
many people.
I'm reckless. So it says if you jump into danger without hedging your bets, you get +1 armor.
Yeah.
If you're leading a group, it gets +1 armor also. So I'm gonna say that the people who are trying to protect me, like the imps, are gonna get +1 if we're fighting.
So
That's
nobody's
okay.
protecting you, Sage.
That's-
It's more a matter of
Well, Jimmy was.
that is true. That is
Jimmy
true.
was.
So while you're doing that, I have to ask Anders, Frida, you see all this going down. What are you two doing?
I want to know what Frida's doing first.
Okay, what was this weapon that XE was using again?
Oh, it was a
it
big
was the-
fucking gun.
Is it just like a
Blessed.
normal big fucking gun, or does it
No.
have?
Silenced, blessed, high-powered pistol.
Right. I would like to try
Just
to
means-
use psychometry
Psychometry.
to try to see if there are any bans, words, or limits attached to the object.
Let me take a look at this. Is This is getting interesting. All right,
That's
so
like the only thing I've got. I don't know what else to do.
all right.
Use the power of friendship.
Oh my
I'm about to
god.
use the
I
power of my
tried. I
big
think
gun.
I just tried, and you shot me in the face.
That was for Oprah.
That was
Yeah,
this is
I'm
for
trying
Oprah.
to see. I'm trying
Oh,
to see if
crap.
there's something I can do for Jimmy. I think is my.
Don't you worry about old Jimmy. I just got. How much damage did I take, by the way?
A high-powered, blessed. That's
Oh,
you're a
Lot.
demon. That's gonna
It's
be
a lot. Plus
that's-
deadly.
that's
Plus-
definitely a death.
oh,
or
that's
like a
3 hard.
5.
That's 3 hard.
Okay.
Just 3. Dang.
Do you
That's a
have
lot
any
better.
armor?
No, look at
It
me.
can't be reduced. XD also has
Have
deadly.
have you looked at my chubby goat body?
Oh.
There is nothing here, but my deep love for Candy Crush
Oh,
All right,
no.
psychometry.
And Wordle.
What
and
is
Wordle.
Like I don't know what else to do.
Okay, no, we can work with this. So you focus on that gun.
Mhm.
XD, tell us the history of the gun. Tell like where did XD get it? And who's the most prominent figure that you've killed with it?
I'm gonna say that this weapon came from a mentor of theirs, very early on, like almost like a graduation gift, like their first big like takedown, and they got the gun. Yay, so sweet. Since vampires are pretty much their main thing, probably some like big tycoon, all mafia style, swanky suit and everything, leveled it and popped, just like they just did Jimmy. Same style every time.
Do you mind if I take liberty with this?
Oh, go ahead.
Frida, you look at the history of this gun and you see the last person that was shot with it, which is Jimmy. You kind of go through the history of it and you see that it was a gift, a graduation gift. And you only see the silhouette, but then the silhouette clears and you see very clearly the face of your benefactor handing XD the pistol.
You know that like noise that happens in Kill Bill? Like wee woo wee.
Yeah,
That's what just happened, Frida, just now.
Oh gosh. All right. Frida's gonna let it out. So she's going to try to oh no, because I could.
You've got 4 choices. You can
Mhm.
uncover the essential truth of a thing or person in your presence, twist the strands of fate to help or hinder an NPC in your presence,
I'm between those two.
frighten or impress someone with knowledge of their past, or channel a powerful prophecy from beyond concerning a present character. Correction, Stella. That's not 2.5 million. It's 2.5 billion.
That's worse.
How much did Elon Musk pay for Twitter? Is that the same? Is that is it more or less?
I think it's equal.
It's less than a Twitter.
Oh,
Still less than Twitter. Okay.
I'm trying to think of. I'm going to explain this conflict before I tell you my decision, because 2 times Frida has seen their benefactor in these very compromising situations that would make her very upset and probably want to go and cut his head off. So very badly, she wants to uncover the essential truth. However, also just saw Jimmy get shot in the head. So twisting the strands of fate is also heavy on the brain. So that being said, I am going to say that Frida's going to twist the strands of fate.
Roll me a let it out check. Let's see how this
Oh,
goes.
I cannot wait until it's my turn. We're gonna have some problems, dog.
That's
And
2d6
that's
plus spirit.
spirit. Okay.
It's okay. I already got my next character pick. It's
7.
fine.
7 is a hit, but you do mark corruption.
Okay.
So you're changing the strands of fate.
Yeah.
So you look at this moment and you see how it's playing out. And here's where the corruption comes in. You see strings attached to the souls of each person. Your eyes go white and you can manipulate them. You can take everyone back a couple of minutes. But if you do, it will cost, and you don't know what the cost is. And nobody will know that it's your fault that the cost must be paid, but you will know. Are you willing to pay the price? And so you grab the strings and you pull backwards. And as you pull backwards, the scene reverses and you open your eyes. And you know that in a couple of seconds, XD's phone is going to go off. And that's where the problems start.
Tell him to shoot it. I owe you a death.
That's a good point. I am going to look at Ander with like the most you better fucking do it face and be like, shoot that phone.
Shoot whose phone?
And then point to XD's phone.
Does this
Which
count
Sage
as?
just took, right? Sage has the
Mm.
phone.
No, I think
no.
it's just
XD has the phone.
XD still has the phone. Okay. So
yeah.
I'm going to say shoot XD's phone.
Oh, where's XC's phone?
Yeah.
Before all this happened.
I'm just gonna say. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna like paint it as like as soon as like they get the notification, it like mid pull out, it's just blipped.
Yeah, that works.
I say this clears a debt. And I feel like as soon as it rings, do I have to roll anything?
No, I'm gonna say just because Frida knows how this is all playing out. So if you just follow the instructions, it's perfect.
Oh, cool.
Say like point there or shoot there.
You say like get the phone, point to XD, and then I hear the ring. And what's funny is since Ander always wears a sweatshirt, and it just got ripped off by Sage, you see like Ander pull out the fuck Ander gun, kick XD's phone out of his hand, shoot it, and you see Ander has a full sleeve on like his right arm of like flowers, tattoos.
Oh, cute. He's gay.
He's gay.
He's
And then shoots XD's phone and says, that clears a debt.
And then
Now, okay.
I'm still in XD's face. I kind of see this happen. Are the phones still now pinging behind me?
I'm sorry.
So XD's phone was the first to go off. Frida, you now know that everybody else's phone is getting ready to go off in a second here too. I'm gonna say you have about a minute to make a move and try and stop it by like trying to collect everybody's phone or telling everybody to put their phones on the table or in a desk, or you let it play out.
Hey, do I still have that one gun, or was that the gun that it was that Anders gun that I shot God with?
I'm going to say you still have it. No. You pulled the gun off of one of the off of a bad guy, so you still have it.
Okay, I am going to pull out my gun, point it up, and say, "I have a way to know how to shoot everyone in this room within 30 seconds without dying." Put down your phones now.
As soon as you say that, Wobbles puts his phone right in the drawer. It goes, everybody, phone drawers. And they all do it. And as they do, they all start to go off. And then you should shut the drawer.
Jimmy has not put his phone down.
Oh,
Jimmy,
Jimmy,
pointer going to get Jimmy.
Jimmy stares her straight in the face and looks at his phone. And then
$25 million in your
Just
account.
stares.
that's
Just
less than
stares.
last time, Noir.
I know. Fate has
Oh.
changed.
What the
That's
fuck?
weird.
Just gives Jimmy a very like knowing look, like
Oh yeah, and I think he just
Don't
looks
even
at
think
Frida
about it.
and just like, yeah, and like he just puts his phone away.
So,
And then he walks over to the desk where all the imps' phones are, and he looks over to the side, and there's like Jimmy can't afford nice. I mean, he can't afford nice things; he just doesn't buy them for other people. And he picks up one of these like fucking ancient, those old school Mac computers that are just like £1 million. That's what they all use. He just takes it and breaks all, just like slams it on the phone pile.
damn.
Well, I was
Damn.
like,
And I kind of just, I'm like, what the?
yeah, why did I have to shoot
Somebody
Steve's phone?
explain
We'll get
to
into
me
it
what
in
the
a minute.
fuck is going on
Yep, we will. Okay.
now. I'm still mad. I'm still
What's
mad.
going on?
Say.
What's up?
Go ahead.
I'll just say that like Frida just looks extremely just like tired out of nowhere, probably just looks like a little sunken and exhausted, and says, it's for the best.
Hey, you good?
It's for the best. And then just like drops her gun and sort of like sits in
Yeah.
Jimmy's chair, doesn't even ask.
Oh yeah, Carl's dying.
Oh yeah.
and on top of that, the door opens and there's the little dinging, and you see Quixley walking in with
No.
a bowl of peach cobbler, and he is covered in blood. He just puts it on the table and he starts to cry. And that's where we're gonna go to break.
What the fuck?
Enter noises.
Whoa. I don't know about his eyes.
I can tell because you do this to Quixley's family.
And Frida, you are now painfully
Deserve
aware
that.
that this was the cost.
Oh. One less romanceable NPC off the table. Too
Oh
much
no,
drama.
Quixley is fine.
It's okay. It's the family.
I mean, you wanna start a relationship knowing that? Just saying.
You don't want to trauma
I have
bond.
told
You don't
y'all
wanna do
so
that.
many times that I saved Quixley for y'all. I saved Quixley to give y'all a chance.
Yeah.
Good.
I would have let my very thirsty party get a hold of themselves. So we're gonna go on a very quick 10-minute break here. So we'll see you all in just a bit, y'all. Bye. Or see you in a bit.
Hello. Welcome. I'm Stella Luna. I just want to say real quick, thank you so much for supporting our Urban Shadows cast and show. I just want to tell you real quick about an opportunity that is coming up. We as the cast had the idea that perhaps it might be very, very interesting for us to run a game in person live at Gen Con this year, 2022. In order to do so, we have enabled a number of incentives that you can take advantage of as a viewer and influence the story, but also help us get all of our cast members to Gen Con this year. For $5, you can give a reroll to the player of your choice. For $10, it is an auto success. For $20, it can add some drama, spice, or problems. And for $25, an NPC can call in a debt. Thank you so much for your time. Please support us if you can and if it's in your means. Otherwise, I hope to see you during the show. Thank you so much. Bye-bye! Welcome back, everyone. You are watching Trouble in the Second City New Blood, brought to you by MC the Noir Enigma. Thank you so much, Matihi and Pizza, for the tips. Thank you so much. Here's Noir.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Those donations have flabbergasted me.
Flabbergasted all of us.
We are collectively flabbergasted. So thank you all very much. Of course, if you can or if you're feeling it, keep them coming. But yeah, we're gonna pick up we're gonna pick up right where we left off with Quixley having walked in and placing the peach cobbler on the table and just sitting at a desk and crying and sobbing.
I instantly react. And I start licking him, right? I just start licking him. It's in my pack. It is customary to take care of one another and groom each other, especially in times of duress. So that's what I do.
When you do that, you can see that there are a couple of graze marks, and there's some of that silver poisoning going up his arm, but he just goes, I was too slow. And
Quixley, no, you are a brave warrior.
Rather be fast and brave. And just you can see Quixley is if I had to describe him, very much the Louisa of his family. He's just the one that keeps it all together. He's the only wolf in the family, but he's so part of his family that everybody he told them the moment that he was bit. He just explains there were men in riot gear. And they walked in room after room, and I tried to stop them, and I got hit a couple of times, and I was unconscious. And I remember you said you wanted some of the peach cobbler, so I got the peach cobbler, and and they're dead. They're dead. And I remember you said you were coming here. I shouldn't have left the territory. I'm sorry.
No. Fuck. And now you can see like Sage is not only like there's a plethora of emotions on my face. I'm angry, I am sad, I am panicked. And I'm trying to find I don't speak well. I don't always have things to say that are good. So I just kind of sit there with him for a minute in silence, and I let out a howl, but this one is different. This one is deeply mournful. This one, even not being a pack member, would hit you. And I quickly fly into anger again. And I turn and I look at everybody. Someone tell me what the fuck is going on now.
I think while this is happening, I would like to go check on Carl and see if he's alive or dead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You go to Carl, and one of the imps is kind of tending to him. And it's less about tending to him and more about extracting the silver from his body.
Yeah, I get it.
And so you see there's like this little picture that's like halfway full of silver, and Carl is starting to look better, but they are not doing this so Carl feels better. Yeah. And so like it is very crude how it's done.
Okay. So I think Jimmy kind of looks over and he's just like, he checks that Carl's alive and then just looks at the imp and goes like, yeah, you can sell it. I don't give a shit. And
God.
and then turns back and looks at Sage. And he says, Sage, okay, you know what? Let's do this. Carl can stay here because at least he's safe. They won't like eat him or whatever. And nobody can get in here except for us. But I think we all need to have a fucking conversation. So let's go into my back room and have a big boy chat about what's going on. Wobbles?
Yeah.
You are going to
I am
break
going
into that
to
phone.
break. Oh, break. Yeah. Break the.
And you are not going to give it to anybody when it's done, except for me. Do you understand?
Okay, so I can give it to you, but nobody else.
Nobody else.
Okay, I can do that.
If you do it, I will get you a McDonald's Happy Meal.
Can I get 2 toys?
You can get 2 toys. Either gender, because fuck gender.
I don't understand why they're gender
It's
toys.
stupid. It's stupid. I know. It's dumb as
Like
shit.
maybe I want a Hot Wheels and a Barbie. You know?
Why wouldn't you? Why can't Barbies ride in the fucking Hot
I want
Wheel?
2
know.
Hot Wheels so I can have the Barbie skate on the Hot Wheels.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
just
Fuck yeah. You know what? If you break into that phone, I'll get you 2 Hot Wheels and a Barbie, and she can skate all over the fucking office.
oh hell yeah.
All right.
And I kind of like look
Wobbles.
down to one of the imps and I like growl. I'm like, take the silver.
Oh, okay. The silver from, and they point to Quixley.
Yes.
Okay.
You can sell that too. The market's great right now. And then Jimmy kind of just like gestures them to follow him, and he will try and lead them towards his office.
I really
before Sage can go off, Quixley is going to put a hand on your shoulder and show you, like, and he's doing this discreetly. He wrote on a note, "There is a bounty on your head. Please be careful."
I look at it and like I don't take it because I don't really have anywhere on, like I don't want to put it in my fur pockets. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about the fur
Yeah,
pockets.
the fur pockets.
We lose it every time.
So I don't do that. And then I nod and I like put my forehead against his and very like lowly, like I'll growl, indicating like I'm gonna take care of you.
You're all I have left to take care of.
I'm not going anywhere. And you're not going anywhere.
And he just
You've been
growls back.
family. Come on.
And you can just like an imp just kind of puts like stabs a straw into Quixley. He's like, ow!
Ew.
I love imps.
All right, and so you all follow Jimmy down into the office.
Frida, what?
You're mute. Muted.
Hello?
Hi.
Now we can.
Yeah.
Okay, hey. I was just wondering, did Frida recognize the card? I meant to ask this before, but I forgot.
Oh, the card. The
Mhm.
roll me a night check. 2d6 plus night.
Whoa, okay.
Or you could do psychometry.
Mm.
Sorry, I just want to join the noise.
Can I do it again?
I'm sorry. Is the claw gonna get us? The claw.
The claw.
Oh.
Ew, Vincent, so bad.
So gay. We're all so.
I love
so
that about
queer.
us, though. I love it. Why is my night suck so much? How did my night start sucking? What happened here?
What happened? Why I hate vampires so
One.
much?
I have a vampire sugar daddy. Why is my night -1?
That's why.
That's a good point.
Yeah. You don't need it.
I'll do psychometry.
Okay.
Damn.
So you do psychometry on the card.
Yeah.
Who has
Roll
the card?
me a let it out. 2d6 plus your spirit.
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh gosh. Why? That's a 7.
On a 7, you get to ask one question. What is the history of this object? What bans, words, or limits are attached to this object? Where does this object belong? What secrets or mysteries has this object been privy to? Or what strong emotions have most recently been near this object?
I'm going to do that one. What strong emotions have recently been near this object? Because the silver, I'm pretty sure I know who it was, but
So with this card, the one that grants access to the armory, the most recent strong emotion was a sense of duty and determination. Like the person that had this was just like, I've got a job to do and I'm gonna do it.
Oh.
The person who gave this person the card has a strong sense of eagerness, like they're almost done.
Kill them so bad. I'm gonna dip my gun in garlic. I hate this asshole so much.
he sucks.
I kind of want to fuck him, but then I'll kill him.
Fair.
Fair. That's fair.
Or kill them
Hate
by
fucking.
fucking.
No, I'm gonna hit him with a gun.
Oh, the death fuck.
I
My
didn't know we were
ultimate
playing
move.
Monster Hearts. I thought we were playing Urban
We were
Shadows.
playing-
Same diff. Same diff.
Yeah. It's me there. Kill the monsters or fuck the monsters. I'm gonna say with that knowledge, I think she's just gonna keep that to herself for now. But as more information kind of arises, she kind of has a hunch of what's going on. But she wants to be sure because apparently, well, part of her thinks that her magic is going weird right now. So she doesn't 100% trust everything.
I love it.
Jimmy's back office is very different than his front office. And because like this is a Jimmy space, it's just for Jimmy. And so the front office where all the imps are like it's very chaotic, right? It's chaotic, like just cram 1,000 imps in a clown car and give them knives, and then you have Ginny's business aesthetic. Inside his office, there's a desk, there's several seats, it's immaculate. And it's also very like minimalist. There's not a whole lot going on. It's pretty dark. There's a couple like file cabinets and stuff on his side of the desk. And then behind the desk on the wall, there is a frame. And inside that frame is a blue Bic pen that's just hanging on the wall. And so Jimmy waddles over to his desk and sits down. He goes, "Sit down. All of you.
Chairs.
You can sit on the ground. I know you've got like a thing going on right now with yourself." And he takes the card and he places it on his desk. And he goes, "This is now a much bigger deal than it was a couple hours ago. This card opens up the vault. The vault is where our good friends, the vampires, keep all the pretty toys, everything, all the good shit. This is a lot of money. Not just the card, but someone letting every single chuckle fuck that just walked through those apartments into the vault to get a piece. That's a lot of money. And on top of that, Jimmy takes out his phone, which still has that message on it, and turns it towards Sage and pushes it toward him.
So I've been told.
Yeah, bud. Here's the thing. You're fucked. There's no two ways about it, because if they're sending that to imps on the street, they're sending it to everybody else.
Why?
Am I supposed to just roll over?
No, you don't fucking roll over. Who are you talking to? Shut
Jimmy,
up.
listen. It's been good. We've had a thing. It's worked for a while. But they are taking heads in my territory. My family.
Sage, in what fucking world would Jimmy motherfucking Skeets tell you to sit down and cry about it?
I don't know, Jimmy. I'm just...
I know.
Fuck!
I know you've had a rough day. All right. Carl's going to be fine. whatever that hot guy's name, Quickly, I don't remember. He's hot. He'll be fine too. I know your territory's got a lot of fucking issues right now, but we have to figure out the next steps. And a lot of those next steps, my good friend, need to involve you calming the fuck down and staying low. Because if you do not stay low, any chuckle fuck with a gun is going to shoot you in your motherfucking face as soon as we leave this office. Do you understand?
Chuckle fuck with a gun. Is that
there-
why you shot my phone?
I don't know. Hey, I owe I owe 3 to my life 3 times over. If 3 tells me to do something, I shoot.
2 times over now.
3 times over. No.
Frida's just associating.
Yeah. Is
Just
there a picture associated with Sage's like wanted thing, or is it just one of those things where like people know what Sage looks like?
People know what Sage looks like.
Okay, that's
But
what
do
I
they
thought.
really know what I look like when I'm not like Wolfie?
That's what I want to know.
That's the question.
It's mainly wolf form.
Sick. I think Ander looks at Sage, who Ander's sitting on the desk, just like butt out on there, and it's like, Sage, I think you got a wolf down. It might make you easier to, not get shot. And following up, why the fuck are we being hunted by vampires now?
It's not you, it's me. It's probably because I pissed off that little fuckboy Victor.
Yeah, well, we're with you. So as long as you're being hunted, we're being hunted.
Yeah, I guess so. What about you, XD? Are you the hunter or are you the hunted?
Oh, you're muted.
Or at least not talking loudly.
Yeah, I think I'm not talking loud enough. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's
You're
it.
good now.
Let me just bring my mic a little closer with this lower voice.
There
I'm
we go.
sorry. I'm
Yeah,
getting-
Ooh.
okay.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
sexy.
get real close.
I'm sorry. You went low and that
You went low and we
was
went, oh.
Oh.
I went low and y'all went high.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anywho, acting character. I'm going to say this very clearly. I make vampires my bitch. Bitches, something like that. Either way, I kill them. I'm hunting. This is my outing. This is self-care for me.
Yeah.
You being
well,
a target makes targets easier for me.
let me ask you, XD. Is there any amount of money that would have you turn on us? Because
I'll
that's a
turn on you
big
for
number.
corn chip.
Me or the group, I'm asking.
If I'm thinking clearly, 2 corn chips.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. As long as we're hunting vampires, do I have to put a bullet in your skull?
Absolutely not.
Wonderful. And what about when we're done?
If we're all still here, don't worry about it.
Great. Now, I want to know, Mr. Hunter, how can we use this card to put as many bullets in that vamp's skull as we can?
Getting bullets. It's the vault. It's Toys R Us for weapons of mass destruction.
Very fair. Is the vault... The vault is, from my understanding, under vampire. It's vampire shit. How are we going to get into the vault and simultaneously get to a place where we need to end this?
Even vampires call upon hunters, quote unquote. I can waltz in easy, say I have a card, I'm under someone else's purview, and walk right out. Easy.
Wonderful. And what are we going to do?
I'm actually starting to like shrink, but I don't have clothes on.
I noticed
So I'm
this.
just angry naked in this office.
On the Just angry and naked on the ground like a toddler.
Just
Yeah.
angry and naked.
Well, I'm
What's-
not on the ground. I'm literally standing there, like full frontal, like
I think Andrew takes his shirt off and says, "Please put this on," and then
Yeah, XD
walks-
takes off a jacket.
Hey, how ripped is Anders?
I was about to say it, so
You thought you was gonna get away with it?
tattoos.
yeah. So as you see Andrew take off his shirt for probably the first time, Andrew works out, gets up every morning and works out so that he can stay at the top of his shape to avoid being killed by the supernatural. And he has 2 sleeves,
so he fit.
so
He
he's
fit.
fit.
He fit. I see him at Crunch Fitness and I look at his shit.
Yeah, you see, he's- every morning.
Every morning at Crunch Fitness, I'm like,
It's like, Jimmy, do you even work out? Or not
no.
Jimmy? Yeah. All right.
so I will take Anders' shirt reluctantly and almost with like disgust because clothing is awful and I prefer fur. And then I'll like tear it off like and make it a crop top.
There you
Solid
go.
choice.
I mean, your dick's still out, but that's I mean, or whatever. You're not your bits of choice.
That's fair. That's fair. You don't know what I got, and I'm not
Top
going to explain
topping
it to you.
bits is a power move. Though.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just kind of like, I look like maybe
This-
I don't know. I'm a fucking wolf with muscles. That's what I look like with
Winnie
skin.
the Pooh in it. Like there's no
real.
authority more strong than that.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
letting it out there. All right. So if I'm to understand, the plan so far is for XD to go to the vault.
I don't.
Is that a good idea?
I
Who
no,
knows?
it's not.
I don't.
but-
I don't trust
I'm
that.
going with them.
I mean, they
okay.
know.
I like that. Freda
Yeah, don't
Freda going with XD to make sure XD doesn't, just be like, I could be a vampire's bitch. I like that.
All right, so is that the plan? Are you
It's
two
not as
going
big
to
as you
the
think it is, XD.
Are you two
Ooh.
going to the vault?
I also would like to do something.
Oh, what would you like to do, Andrew?
I would like to call my ex,
Okay.
who is also a hunter. I don't remember when I made this the choice. I think his name was Quicksilver.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was Quicksilver.
Yeah.
I think you named him Spencer too. Or them Spencer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like something Spencer Reed.
Spencer-
The hunter
yeah.
named Quicksilver.
Yep. All right, so yeah, you get on the phone and then just Quicksilver.
Oh.
You can see my caller ID, Spencer.
It's Quicksilver.
So you're at work.
Yeah, I'm doing work stuff. There's a huge bounty out right now.
Yeah. On who? Heard about that.
I'm not talking to you about work stuff.
Yeah. It's so true. So true. I would much rather talk about work stuff than my personal life. So, which is what
What do
you
you-
still call to do. So,
You called me.
yeah, because if you, I don't know, paid attention to anything when we were
Oh
dating,
my
you'd know
This
one of
phone
my
call is
best.
happening in front of us, so we get to listen to Anders' fucking
We're
like
just like-
relationship drama, and Jimmy just like leans back like,
If you were paying attention when we dated, my
Oh
best
my
friend,
God.
one of my
Yes.
best friends.
Yeah.
Who's one of my? Could you name one of my best friends?
Oh, fucking. I don't know, like.
I think you'd know at least one of their names, considering the bounty.
Like Stan or some shit,
The
man.
bounty, Spencer. The bounty. My best friend, one of my best friends. You know, the people I hang around with. The
Oh shit! Is that your werewolf friend?
I understand that there's like a lot of wolves in this city. But how the fuck do you forget that I'm good friends with the alpha?
I mean, didn't they just become the alpha?
I mean, Sure. Yeah. Use your excuses. Anyway.
Oh, it's a reasonable response, and you just blow over it so you get to stay mad at me because that's what you like to do. You just like to be mad at me.
You know, I have had a lot of experiences. One where someone tries to kill me at work. One where I have to wake up every day and smell fish at my corporate job that put me through a very rigorous initiation. What is that called? I don't actually know what it's called, but training.
Well,
Sure. Call it what you will. Call it what you will. If you want to see getting people ready to kill people, you know, from normal to devil assistant, doesn't call it what you will. And yet you managed to be the most infuriating thing that I've dealt with in a while, Spencer.
You volunteered for this. You called me. I was going about my day.
You're right.
That's about my day.
Yeah. You were going about your day to kill my friend. And now what you're going to do and what you're going to tell me.
Oh boy. Okay. What am I going to do?
Where the fuck? What's the deal with this vault?
How do you know about the vault?
I swear to. Do you have any idea who the fuck I am?
Unemployed?
I have a part-time job and I'm a streamer. Thank you.
Oh, you're a streamer. That's an occupation.
Wow, you really know. Shows me how you feel about gig workers.
Do you know how much shit you gave me when you found out I was a hunter? You're still giving me shit. You're trying to kill my friend. I'm trying to kill a werewolf.
I could be a hunter if I wanted to. I could walk around this city shooting whoever I wanted for a coin. But I'd rather spend my time trying to be at ease, trying to be at peace, trying to live my dreams and be happy.
Trying to make sure people push that subscribe button. Is that what you do?
I'm gonna give you a fucking free subscription to the afterlife, you piece of shit. If you don't,
I was having a good
day. You know what? We could. How about we do what a good moderate does and agree to disagree?
Oh, great!
Give me what I need to know.
Why? What?
And I'll owe you one. You don't want.
I can't tell you where the vault is.
You can tell me.
That is classified information that hunters know. If you wanted to be a hunter, if you did the work of figuring out the underground of the city.
Where'd you just come from? You give me that location. You don't have to tell me where it is, but you can tell me where you were.
I'm not telling you that because I came from the vault because I'm doing.
Was there any stores next to it?
No, I'm not telling you that, Anders.
Why not?
Is there anything else that I can do for you today?
Jimmy makes grabby hands at the phone.
Tell your mom I said hi because I know she likes me, and I hand over the phone to Jimmy. Someone else wants to talk to you.
Hey, it's Jimmy. Yeah,
oh, fucking shit.
Hi, how you doing, bud? How you doing?
Jimmy?
Hi. Here's how this is gonna go, buddy. Okay? Here's how this is gonna go.
I know your deal, Jimmy. You're not gonna threaten me. You're not gonna bully me into giving you anything. Okay, no, I know your game.
I am. You know my game. I think you said I know you're gay. Yes, that is also true.
I know your game.
Here's the thing, bud. I am not going to threaten you for once in my life. I am going to make you a delicious offer.
What's the offer?
The offer, my friend, is cleanups for life. No one will ever catch you doing jack shit in the city anymore, ever again, if you tell me where that vault is. And I'll get you a Happy Meal, because we're getting Happy Meals.
I am a grown fucking man.
You don't like a Happy Meal?
No, what the fuck? Who likes Happy Meals?
That's why Anders won't date you anymore. You hate fun.
I don't need your opinion on our failed relationship.
Yeah, I heard it was crazy. Anyway.
I am going to say that this is going to be a This is going to be a persuade an NPC check. Roll 2d6 plus heart.
All right.
I'm gonna be a fucking thunder. I like to be happy.
So while this is kind of like going on, Sage starts pacing. Like nervously. Like there's nervous energy. Like I am not comfortable
That is a
like
9.
this.
A 9. Free cleanups for life. And you spread word around town to your other imp friends to give me a discount on their services, and then you got a deal.
week.
All
How
right,
much
but
of
you
this is
have to
being
put.
heard? Sorry.
I don't think that his side of the conversation is heard, but mine probably is.
Okay.
All right, but you have to put a Jimmy Skeets bumper sticker on your car.
I'm driving a 1969 midnight black GTO Judge. I am not putting a bumper sticker on my car.
It'll look great
he-
then.
Is she talking about the stupid fucking car?
Yeah, he is.
Tell him not to
Did
pass.
he
up
just
a
call
good
my
fucking
car
deal.
stupid?
No, he
It's
said you're
stupid when it's all
beautiful
you care
and he
about.
misses you. No, we do have a deal or not?
Can I put it on the window?
You
like
can put it on the
inside?
window. You can put it on the
Okay,
window.
fine, we got a deal.
Right.
It's at the Chase Tower. It's hidden under the Picasso.
That's
Tell him if he's
stupid.
lying, I'll fucking kill him.
All right. Okay, buddy. Here's all right. I will spread the word. You got cleanups for life. All right. Thank you for working, Jimmy Skeets. Okay, bye. And he just-
Wait. Oh,
What?
he hung up. He goes, Can you give Andrew back the phone?
Are you gonna say something nasty to him?
I won't.
You're a liar.
I'm not.
All right. And he hands the phone back to Anders.
I look at Jimmy, and I'm like, hello.
Fuck you.
Yeah. The phone hangs up. I say, stupid men only care about two things, and that's sex and a stupid ass car.
Yeah, it's true. Do you want to know something funny about that deal, though? This is my favorite
what?
thing.
What?
You know, free cleanups for life don't last that long if you ain't alive long.
Oh my god, are y'all about to put a hit out on Quicksilver? You now know where the vault is. XD, you already knew, but now technically you did not divulge that information, so you're safe from certain things that might occur. What would you all like to do?
All right, so we have, as far as I can tell, we have a couple of different problems here. One, somebody is God. Somebody's God.
Yeah.
Two,
That is a problem.
oh, Frida, by the way, we gave God a lot of dating advice. He seems nice.
Wait,
Who really cares?
He really
Yeah.
likes you.
you
I'm sorry he took you to it was Lobster Hut?
Olive Garden,
Red
Red
Lobster.
Lobster,
wait, you met him?
I said Lobster Hut.
Lobster Hut. Oh yeah, he pulled through
Lobster Garden.
like-
I don't know.
while we were
When you hear
watching
you're a crab.
Real Housewives.
Olive lobster.
What's Olive Lobster? Sorry,
You
took
love
you to
olive lobster.
If it makes you feel better, I did try to kill him.
Oh, don't kill. Oh, he
I
was
think
nice.
you succeeded actually.
Yeah, you actually did it. He came
What?
back inside. Yeah.
Well,
No, XD shot God in the fucking head, and then God just came back in. But
was
God
kinda
also
gross.
brought us jalapeno poppers.
yeah. Did we pay? I don't know. Remember if we paid
No, he
for
gave
that,
it to
but-
us for free.
I
think.
am
Oh,
so
yeah.
glad that you are having so much fucking fun.
All right, yeah. Getting back to the topic. At
All
hand.
right. So
Um,
we have two problems. Problem number one: someone here is the new God, and problem number two is vampire fuckery. Here is where I am unclear. Boop, boop. Where are these two things connected? Why are the vampires this pissed off? Is it because we won't let them get God in from your territory? Is that the deal?
I think
Well-
that's who they were looking for, yeah.
Okay.
And I have a funny feeling that bitch boy, Vincent, is leading the charge on his own. I could be wrong, But he seemed to not like when I called out that he was second in command.
Okay, so he's got a boss.
It's like that.
He made his first move and he declared war on my territory and the territory of the wolves that I fuck with.
Okay.
I
So-
don't care how we get there. Leave him for me.
Sure, I don't give a fuck.
So you're saying that this, we're gonna call him Vinny.
I love it. Titty
You
Vinny.
said he's on his own?
I think he's working on his own. I think that whoever's in charge isn't fully aware. I could be wrong.
So let's go get his boss.
I would like to use a move that might not work.
When you say it
Lions.
like that.
Well, it's called Lion's Den. When you
Ooh,
gain
fun
access to a place of power, I can study it as if I rolled a 12. The location is controlled by a circle other than my own, and the MC will tell you what I need to do to get a debt on a powerful individual within that circle.
I believe that requires you to be there.
I'm gonna do it when we get there then.
So are you all heading towards the vault? What's up, Frida?
Oh, so go ahead, Kelsey.
Oh no, you do. Go for it.
Okay,
Live
I
your
was gonna
dreams.
say, before they all like head out together, I think Frida's gonna take a moment to step away and give a call to their benefactor.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and you know what? Yeah, you just call and it takes a few rings and then hello, Frida.
Leroy, what?
Calling me by my name. I must be in trouble.
I'm just curious what you've been up to today. When I called you earlier, where were you?
That's a very strange thing for my oracle to ask. Shouldn't you know?
We all know that you have special ways to make me not see things quite right. So
I do.
I think it's fair for me to ask.
Well, if I've gone through all the trouble to make it so you can't see, certainly there must be a reason why.
And if that reason has anything to do with my friends, you know what's going to happen.
You are lovely, Frida, and I fully support all of your endeavors. You are one of my favorite patrons, and I would never seek to actively cause you sorrow, but I have ambitions all my own, and I
thought we were in this together.
Are we not? Have you wanted for anything? Do you want for anything now?
Leroy, listen. If you do anything to hurt any of my friends, all bets are off.
Careful, Frida. Careful. I do.
We had a deal.
We do have a deal, and I have not lifted a finger to hurt anyone that you know.
You don't have to.
I don't.
You better watch your back.
That's what I have you here for, dear. You watch it for me.
Maybe I won't for once.
Frida. It's nothing personal. You understand that.
I guess I was beginning to think it was. Hangs up.
I
For
have gotten to listen to a lot of juicy phone calls today.
For the first time in your relationship with your benefactor, he calls you back.
What?
You pick. I have ambitions, Frida.
We had ambitions.
We do.
You were supposed to include me. And the instant it goes against something,
Would you rather benefit from being the benefactor of a man, or would you rather benefit from being the benefactor of a god?
Yep, there it is.
what do you mean?
You have been in all of the right places at all of the right times. You are a lightning rod for all of the things that I need. Because of you, I know where Doug is. Because of you, I know where my competition has been. Because of you, I know the next 3 moves to make. And because I love you so, Frida, I will tell you to leave. Leave Jimmy's office now. Don't say I don't care.
She hangs up and she's like, we have to go. We have to go
Not a
right
fucking
now.
can.
What?
Why?
No one
No,
can
no,
find
no,
my
no,
office.
no,
Now!
Go,
Listen
go,
to me.
go,
We're
go,
leaving
go.
now.
I would like to point out that Jimmy's office is secured by war. It's part of his deal as an imp. It's secured by wards and everything else, and it's a hidden location. So Jimmy looks alarmed that Frida's like, we have to go now. And he's like, okay.
We
Like,
have to go now.
go with, like,
We're going to McDonald's.
Not
I'm hungry.
here.
I want
Remember
to
the last
Oh
time
my
this
gosh.
happened? My office blew up. So
This
let's
is-
move.
this is my office.
Yes. And whoever is doing this knows it's your office. Let's go.
All right. And Jimmy looks like, for once in his life, like confused and concerned.
Jimmy, you know how you can open up a door that leads to your office?
Oh.
A door opens and it's not your office that's on the other side.
It open.
And you're starting to see the same black suited soldiers.
I'm so fucking sick of them.
It's not Oprah.
I wanted it to be Oprah.
I kind of wanted to be over too.
All right. Fun. Bad. Bad is what I mean. Not
How
fun.
many this time? I didn't ask last time. How many this time?
12.
I hate it.
That's
I hate
more
that
than
for us.
last time.
I hate that for us.
I want to fight.
I
mean, we
shoot.
don't have a choice because if they're coming into my office, there's only
Yeah,
one
this
door.
is a closed door.
I want to fight. I am going to let it the fuck out. Like, fuck these clothes. Rip them
No,
off.
the crop top.
Just
I
Oh,
am.
we just got you that.
I am wolfing the fuck up right now, son.
We just got
Y'all
you
think
that.
I'll catch these motherfucking paws, son?
naked Andersai.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a let it out.
That's spirit, right?
Yes, that's spirit. And you get to choose one of these 4 abilities. Heal 2 harm instantly, starting with critical harm. Transform from one form into the other without seeing the moon. Perform a ferocious feat of lupine strength and speed. Enhance your lupine senses to supernatural levels.
I got an 8.
That's going to let you. Oh, so you can. You're going to mark corruption,
Perfect.
but you can do any one of those 4 things.
I am going to perform a ferocious feat of lupine strength and speed, son.
I love that you have physical paper.
Yes, because I'm old school. Leave me alone.
What? I truly love it.
I cannot tell you how much I love this fucking party. So y'all just see the door opens, and before a soldier can get a foot out, Sage is already over there, just going hard.
Very.
Question. My favorite type of question.
Mhm.
Doors lead to two places. Does that mean the door is opening to where I probably want to go?
We're gonna find
There-
out, dog.
There is a place on the other side of that door, but you don't recognize it. Jimmy, roll me a wild check. Imps are wild, right?
Yeah.
Wild.
Hold on. Let me figure out what my numbo is for that.
Numby.
My numby. I haven't had to roll wild yet.
Numbino.
Numbino. That's pretty good. 10.
Ooh.
You see the other side of the door. You immediately recognize it. This is Scrax's office. Scrax is another imp competitor of yours.
Oh my god.
Oh, fun. Okay, here's what happens next then. Jimmy immediately recognizes it, and the Kill Bill noise happens again. And Jimmy also will let it out.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
We are fucking going hard this episode, and I love it. All
You
right, go
brought
ahead.
it. This is all your fault.
Yeah.
So here's little Jimmy, little 3 foot tall Jimmy, and you see his eyes light the fuck up, and you see him become pissed. It's like that, you know, that moment where he was at the other apartment where it's like, poof, here's my little smoke, and that was scary for a second. This gets bad. Jimmy gets kind of hard to perceive for a minute. And you can see like this for a minute, like this demonic flow of energy kind of just like casting through him. And for a minute, it does not look like a 3 foot tall little shitty goat man. It looks like fucking like Baphomet. Like you see a second set of horns like curl up from his brow. And like he is not like a monster that is quite like Sage, where it's a tangible thing. It is intangible and it is fucking awful. And one of my let it out abilities it allows me to inflict 4 harm, and that is exactly what I am going to do.
So you see Scrax on the other side of this door, kind of peeking over, and you see the soldiers. Who are you trying to inflict this 4
Scrax,
harm on?
like he's gonna just bowl his way through
Yeah.
all these fucking chuckle fucks,
I got the
straight through that
soldiers.
door, straight to Scrax.
I'm gonna ask you to roll me a turn to violence check as well. 2d6 plus blood.
That is less good. That is a 7.
That still hits.
Sick.
But they get to do something to you too. So he's gonna inflict 1 harm at you as you do this to him.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me what this looks like, because you're killing him outright.
Yeah. And I think what it actually comes out to is Jimmy grabs Scrax by his shitty little throat. And he just says, and he says this in demonic, he says, "This is my house." And he just rips his head off.
Yes, violence.
Let's fucking go.
And he just holds it there in his hands. And instead of smoke coming out of his, it's like fucking like smog. It is awful. And he is holding these 2 pieces of him, and he looks at the other imps and just waits.
The second you rip his head off, it's his magic that is creating this portal.
Yeah.
And so the soldiers are coming through. You rip Scrag's head off, and the moment it does, and one of them is just banana split. And there are only, I'm going to say, 4 soldiers in the room. 2 of them are currently being, and you know what? I'm going to say all 4 of them are being dealt with by Sage. I'm going to say one of them is on the verge of getting away. I will leave it to the rest of you to see who wants to do so.
Yeah. I will say,
AXD.
by the nature of what has occurred, Jimmy was probably on the other side of the door when it shut, so he ain't there now.
Oh, you're in
yeah.
Scrag's
Yeah.
place. Well,
But you have a key.
I have a key, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
carry on.
Well, there's also another thing here, and this is the demon law in here in the second city, which is you now own Scrags's everything in the material plane.
Damn right I do.
So you just got a new office. But yeah, so XD, there's one soldier that's trying to get away. What
I want to have a competition. Let's roll contested blood to see who gets him.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. I love that.
Look at my little murder
Somebody
baby.
cue the Price is Right music, please.
What'd you get? I got an 11.
XD, come on
I got
down.
a 10.
Oh, I think at that point.
Are y'all just doing rock, paper, scissors in the back? Like,
no, I think we both pull and I'm just a little faster.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have that X rage going. So
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. That fits.
I think Ander sees someone running and just like not even looking, pulls out the gun and says, "Poosh, I could be a fucking hunter." And just...
Is Andrew still shirtless?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still occurred to me.
My damn heart.
This show keeps getting gayer.
I love it.
You know what?
I think gayer.
That 11 to 10, I think that whole 100 ended like XG's like eyes just a little bit wider.
Right? Damn. Okay, Ander, damn. And okay. Oh, first of all, I'm feeling very gay right now. I just need that to be very, very well known.
LGBT is happening in this stream.
This is the gayest.
This
Now
is
we're all dating Anders.
yeah.
Rightfully.
So wow. I kind of like I'm in the middle of still like ripping throats out and like gutting these fucking fools. And then I just see that happen and I like stop for a second and I look over and like I see like XD still like with the weapon loaded and like I see Ander just kind of standing there and I'm like,
Oh shit.
and then
This
I go
game-
back to like eating like throats and just ripping.
This game doesn't end until this party's a polycule. All right. So you all dealt with that. You know what? The camera's gonna zoom over to Jimmy. Jimmy, you are in Scratz's office. And you see a bunch of other imps kind of looking at you. So
Jimmy's still in full Baphomet mode, right? He
Yeah.
just turns around and he drops their boss. How nice is the office, by the way? Is it nicer than that?
Oh, it is where so Jimmy likes to not spend money on the outside part. Scratch is the opposite. He's one of those people that shows his money everywhere. So he's got a fine redwood desk, a beautiful leather chair that's almost like a throne. There's art all on the walls. There's, as he ripped his head off, just chains and jewelry hit the floor as well. It's just he wears his money on his sleeve.
Sweet. So Jimmy drops the dead man and he looks at all these imps and he says he's still speaking in demonic. And he tells them, Vincent, find me Vincent. And I am going to play one of my corruption moves, which is on the shit list, which Mark, I can declare someone an enemy of all of my people. And otherwise, they will antagonize and gaslight him until I say otherwise, basically. And anyone targeting them, he takes like a -1 to every single action he does from now.
So you say, bring me Vincent. Jimmy, you sell cleaning service. Somebody does you make it go away.
Mm-hmm.
Scratch is a information broker. He trades in secrets. Go ahead and roll me a night check.
Is this my bad one? No, it's not bad. That was okay. That's not okay. Roll 9.
Okay. And so you say that, and somebody immediately brings you a dossier that says Victor on it.
I take it and in my giant awful hands, and I say, I'll send over an HR rep. And then he turns around and he opens the door to go back through. And as he opens the door, he just looks like normal ass Jimmy again.
Oh, I love it.
There's one imp that just grabs like a bloody gold chain that's on the ground that landed next to his feet, starts to put it on.
Jimmy doesn't stop him. He's a benevolent dictator.
Oh my God. And so you open the door to your office and you see there's a banana split of a man that you have to step over. Sage is just full on snapping into some Slim Jims, but the Slim Jims are people. And everybody's kind of giving Anders weird looks.
Andrew doesn't notice.
Jimmy as the token he-him energy of this party is just like, whatever. It's just like, he has this dossier and he says like, here's everything we need to know about that fucking vampire. And he slaps it on the desk.
Andrew walks over and opens it, just kind of flips it, desk on the desk, doesn't even pick it up, just flips it with the gun, looking at it.
I have officially torn an arm off and I'm just kind of hanging out with it in my mouth. And then I would like to go out of the office really quick to go snag what's his name?
Wobbles.
Carl?
No, not Wobbles. The
Carl
Quixley?
Quixley. Yeah, I'm gonna go snag like Quixley.
So when you walk out there, it is a mess. You can see gunshots all on the walls.
Oh no, my babies.
And you see just a pile of bodies.
Okay.
And you see Quixley standing over them.
Oh.
And you see a couple of the ants with like hands covered in blood. And even Carl has a couple of guns in his hands. And they all look at you. You okay?
Come on. Yeah, let's go. And I lead them back into the office. Like whoever is like actually up, I bring them in.
Jimmy sticks his head out. He says, "Hey, Wobbles.
Yeah.
All right, get the boys together. Get a couple moving trucks. We got a new office."
Okay. And like he's doing this with one of the soldiers' head, and he's kind of like puppeting it.
Oh, I like that. It's a good joke.
Yeah.
I thought so too. You think so, buddy? I think so.
And as he leans out, he goes, if any of you, just because the nature of what's going on here today, if any of you ever betray me, I will fucking end you. Okay? All right. Okay. And he shuts the door.
They're all terrified.
Hey, Carl, look at you. You remembered how to not be a little bitch.
I just imagine that all of them was whoever's with my sweet, sweet Belinda.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
Carl's gonna talk, and like I'm just gonna start grooming him. Like I'm licking him.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. You can see he caught a couple. He caught one in the shoulder, but he's like he's good now that most of the silver is out of his body, and the healing is actually starting to. Like he hasn't gone through the full moon yet, so he hasn't gotten the full benefits of his lycanthropy. But even so, it's still healing a bit faster, so it's starting to kick in. You as a alpha, you notice that.
And I kind of like I kind of like nudge him with my snout over to like the bodies to like go get yourself a snack. You did good.
wait, Carl, come here.
Is it okay if I go with? See Anders for a
It's
second.
like 1 moment. I don't need him for long.
Hey, you need a shirt?
I think at that point he kind of like recognizes, oh shit, I guess I do. I'll grab one from the bodies or something. I don't know.
Hey, what's up? What do you need?
Yeah, I have my hands outstretched and I say, bring it in. You've had a long day.
He kind of goes for a hug. He goes, "Hey man, like, thanks. It's you got me through this. I mean, I really would be dead if
We're not done yet, but yeah,
yeah.
just let's. I think we just breathe in, breathe out, and I say, last days roommates. I think. I don't know. I think I'm moving. Never mind. I think we're moving into the thing.
I think it's time for me to move too.
Yeah.
I got to figure out the financial situation, but
Carl,
yeah.
you're my child now. You're
Isn't
my
he older than
little
you?
you're my little
Knows.
wolf child.
Okay.
I made you. I will take care of you.
I mean,
You are part of my pack.
This is much better than my last.
We're not
human.
dating.
that
We're
job.
not
Oh, I mean,
sucks.
no. I mean, I would never
No.
suggest. I mean, if you were interested. I mean,
Were you
I'm not
referring to the
saying that-
job?
Carl,
I think.
I was referring to the job.
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
gonna
but
say, I
like
thought
the
you were referring to the
relation.
job.
Yeah. I mean, I'm single.
No,
okay,
we
good.
know.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, go get yourself a fucking snack. You did good.
Oh yeah. Are you referring to the bodies when you say a snack?
Trust me. Try it.
Have you had some of that jerky that I leave in the fridge, Carl?
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
same thing.
people. Yeah.
You see, Brink sound like I did what?
Hey,
Carl,
you were
Carl,
a demon
it's
before.
gonna
You're a
taste
werewolf now.
12 times better. Trust me.
Oh,
Go get
okay.
yourself some.
All right, yeah.
Plus, fuck them.
I mean, definitely. In quick sleep, just walks over to Carlos, smacks him on the back, and he goes, "Welcome to the family." And he just takes a bite out of one of the guys.
And then, like, I will join Quixley because, again, we're very primal. We're very feral. So this is like, this is a pack ritual. Like, we have ended lives together. Like, we need to consume them. It's a sign of respect, but mostly bonding. You know?
Yeah.
I think while this is happening, like Jimmy has beckoned Frida and XD and Andrew over to look at the dossier, where they can have their snacks while we read about this shitty vampire.
Yes. So you open up the dossier, and Vincent has been in Britain for the last 6 months.
The fuck he has.
There's surveillance footage. There is transaction history. There's proof.
Huh. So who do we know that can pretend to be a fucking vampire enough to convince these people? Because I don't think Vincent's actually a guy.
I kind of just like perk up and I go, definitely smelled like a vampire. And then I go back to like consuming flesh.
Okay, so definitely a vampire, unless something can trick a werewolf's nose, which seems unfucking likely. But not this guy.
I might have a hunch of someone who we could at least ask.
Oh,
A friend of mine who was.
I mean, the past tense makes me nervous to ask
Yeah,
them
like,
questions.
They dead? Is this like is
you
this
diagnosed?
next? Or...
It's my benefactor.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is that the guy you just had a weird phone argument with?
Why were you listening to my conversation, Jimmy?
Because you're in my office. It's my prerogative.
To be fair, it was in front of everyone.
I was
Oh,
also
gosh.
listening, but I wasn't going to say anything.
I always look at me. How can I say no?
You're all terrible. You know that, right?
Would I be able to convince you that it's because I care deeply about you, or are you just gonna?
You're a piece of shit. Shut up.
All right.
Anyway, I've been
I
getting.
would like to do. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I've gotten some visions, and I just had a call that was pretty damning. I don't think I should have trusted him like I did.
What do you mean?
I guess I thought if it came down to why we met and sort of started working together, I guess I thought if it came to me, things would be different. But anyway, I'm pretty sure he has something to do with this. We should go and figure out his link in some way. I don't know if he is the one doing this or if he's just involved, but we need to at least confront him.
Is your benefactor a vampire?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
that's awkward.
Oh, okay. See that piece of information that I did
Yeah,
not
didn't
have
know that.
makes a lot more sense. Also, trust is one of those things that you don't know is not good till you know. Don't blame yourself.
Sage kind of just like
I'm a fucking oracle, Ander.
and Sage kind
yeah.
of like pops up
Oh,
and is
yeah.
like, yeah, no, Andrew, that's good. Yeah, sometimes you don't know until you just know.
I literally see the future. Never mind.
Well, I mean, yeah, you see the future, but that's more reason for someone to try to take advantage of you.
Wait, let me
know?
pretend to be
Yes.
Oprah. Sometimes you can never see the future for yourself.
Jimmy, if you do that again, I will shoot you.
You want to use this? It's the ender gun.
Right.
Okay, look, listen. He has certain abilities against me where I can't always see everything involving him. So I think he's actually been using me
Oh, that's shitty.
Wow.
to get information on all of you. So I understand if you don't want me to go with you, but I can tell you where he is.
Hey,
I mean,
you're one of us, all right? You may not actually be a wolf, but you are part of my pack.
are
I
you
would
your
be careful with
benefactor?
those words, but
Never been part of a pack before.
Welcome.
There a contract?
Do I have to get
Look.
bit?
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the pack. Yeah. Welcome to the pack. I'm like, I mean, I took a bite. Is that enough? Eat, okay.
Carl, go for the butt. It's the best flavor.
I think Jimmy at this point is looking at XD because XD has been too quiet.
Yeah.
oh, so that's suspicious now. Excuse
Oh
me.
wait, you were the biggest piece of shit here.
Everyone thought I was the biggest piece of shit. Joke's on them.
I do want to let it out. One of mine is track someone or something through a city with limited information or trail.
Okay, who are you tracking?
Les benefacteurs, if that's fine.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. You reach out to your contacts to see if you can get a beat on them, and the GPS hits your phone, and it's right outside.
God damn it!
No, my phone got shot, so I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It's on
Use
your
mine.
smartwatch.
It's on your smartwatch.
I was my phone just got isekai'd a second ago, so
So, and it's very funny because right when you check, the door opens, ding dong, and there's a gentleman in a suit, black shirt, black tie, a dark-skinned gentleman with half moon glasses and long dreads.
Oh no, he's
Hold
hot.
on. Is this the benefactor?
Oh,
Hold
no.
on.
Was
I
this
might fucking.
benefactor?
Is this
hot.
a benefactor?
I might. Is this Vincent or
Wait,
the
this isn't
benefactor?
Vincent.
This is Leroy.
But he
okay.
posed
shit.
as Vincent.
Never mind. I might. Oh yeah.
Wait.
Vincent had slicked back hair.
Okay. Okay.
Gentleman has long dreads, and he goes, and he has a cigarette. And more importantly, it's still daytime out, and he's walking in.
Oh no, he's a
Completely
big
uncovered.
boy.
Oh, he's a daywalker.
And he goes, well, the kill squad didn't work.
I'm. So...
I'd imagine that you all have questions. I would
Rita
love
has
to
their gun
answer them.
pointed at right at his face.
Yeah.
Right at his face. And it's actually a gun that nobody's seen, and it's like kind of small.
Oh.
It's a special gun that she's been keeping.
Special Frida
Is
gun.
this a smell that I've smelled or that I smelled from earlier when everybody
This
came in?
does not smell like vampire.
Okay.
Oh. That's
This smells very human, but old.
Oh.
Oh no, the elderly, our true enemy.
The elder. We're fighting ageism today.
Oh no.
Oh no, he came here for my Werthers.
These aren't good.
He walks over to Jimmy's desk and sits in it and goes, and they didn't even expose the competition.
Hey, Frida, is that him?
Unfortunately.
And
Gun follows him the entire time.
I'm snarling at this point. I don't react well. I'm doing my best because I'm the alpha and I have my little protege with me, my little baby Carl. But I am snarling and it is taking everything in me not to fucking charge.
You see Quicks is losing it. His nose is going off like he's smelling something that is making him furious. And
I put my paw up like, don't make your move.
Quixley has been one of your most loyal and obedient soldiers ever. And when you give him an order, there's never been a hesitation. He is shaking and crying and shifting. And you see Leroy pulls out a rosary and you recognize it as the rosary of Quixley's grandmother.
Uh-oh.
And it's covered in blood. And that's where we're gonna end this episode.
Can I episode? Can I just pull the trigger real quick before he pauses?
Oh my god! Quixley don't even have to move because Sage is about to Sage. I rest in peace, maybe if that's what happens. But like Sage is about to fucking lose it.
Mark keeps throwing us curveballs, and each one is worse than the last.
Right?
Damn, we had to make him hot too.
You know what? I'm actually even gonna give this to you, Frida. You get off the shot, and it's directly point blank in the eyes, and his eyes roll to the back of his head, and he falls over, dead. A moment passes, and another moment passes, and then and then he spits the bullet out. And he gets back up and he sits on the chair. And then he tosses the rosary at Quixley, and that's where we're gonna end.
Oh, he's worse now.
Thanks, I hate it.
You made him worse.
And hot.
Why do you keep making them hot?
You know, I kind of.
Am I supposed to keep it in my pants? Is what I'm saying. Just kidding. I didn't because I was naked. I didn't.
Let me be clear. 80% of the time, when I make a character for a roleplay game, I'm out to romance the villains, and I did not make a romanceable character for this game, and I hate that.
Jimmy's pretty romanceable.
Are you joking? He's a 3-foot tall goat.
But like when he becomes the
I mean, he's very fuckable when he's in demon mode.
Yeah.
He's very fuckable then.
He's cute.
So that's been our episode for today. I truly hope you all had a great time. And more importantly, thank you so much for your support and contribution. Yes. The entire party has an auto success. So please remember that for next episode. Also, just in case anybody was wondering, Leroy has a full name, and that is being contributed by chat. So Leroy's full name is Leroy Edelweiss.
I love that so much. I'm even like, I can't believe I'm saying that.
That's a really good name.
It's a good name.
I can't believe I'm saying that. So pissed.
So thank you all so much for your support. That really does mean a lot. This is my favorite game to play. I love this party with my entire heart, and it would be a dream to play with all of them live at Gen Con, and every little bit of support you give us brings us a little bit closer to that goal. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and have our cast tell you where you can find them. We're going to start with the one and only Jimmy Skeets, whose business has doubled today.
I'm a millionaire now. I would be more rich if I had taken that contract, but that was mean. Oh, I feel bad for this Raider party of 4 who just came in here at the end. Oh, no. Welcome, Raiders. Sorry. My name is Kelsey. You can find me on Twitch as MX_Magpie. You can find me on Twitter as MX_Danger. I am the head of community for Pokemon Go at Niantic, and I love playing stupid Pokemon games. I also love streaming. And if you want to get like real fun, I have a secret VTubing account, which I actually stream more on, which you can find at Katana_Inc. And see my terrible cat boy play video games. It's a lot of fun. And every day I get to play with this group of people is a joy to my gay ass heart. So thank you for watching, and thank you for the donations too.
Heck yeah. And that's going to bring us right on over to the deadliest hunter in all of the country. XD, tell us where we can find you.
Hey guys, I'm Vin at VinVoxVA on Twitter. I play XD, aka Zero Dead Man, aka Almost God, aka The Plague, aka I don't have another one. I'm a voice actor who does tabletop things, and my goodness, am I doing tabletop things? Catch me Sunday on Gehenna Gaming for Strixhaven After the Fall. Wednesday, I'm on TTRPG for a Percy Jackson Demigods game called The Beaten and the Damned. Friday, back at Gehenna Gaming.
Sorry.
Yes. Friday, I'm back on Gehenna for a little Morkborg, and that's me currently. Follow me on Twitter for whatever else announcements I got.
All right. Sorry, I got distracted by a message here. That's going to bring us over to the person doing a grand amount of swooning and also making people swoon. And there's CJ. Tell us
never did. I keep making content PCs. Hi everyone, I'm CJ, aka Scholastic Dragon. You can find me on Twitter at Scholastic Dragon. Drop the O. Scholastic like book fair, dragon like the mythical creature. If you like what I do, you can find me every other Wednesday on Starlight Tales playing Benjamin Kennedy, also just a guy. If you think I don't want to see CJ play another guy, you can eventually find me on Black Girl Mage's channel playing Amethyst Wilson, a woman. And if you're like, damn,
the whole title, a woman.
And if you're like, damn, I really don't give a shit about watching CJ do TTRPG stuff, you can buy games that I'm in, because I'm a game designer. You can find me on itch.io/Scholastic Dragon or something, and buy my games. My most recent game is Matelinage, a queer dating sim, basically, inspired by Our Flag Means Death. That's all I've got, I think. Oh, and I do podcasting. Blurt of Mouth pod.
Blurt of Mouth. I was about to bully you for forgetting.
Everyone, I always forget about Blurt.
It's very good, and you should listen. I listened to it in the car the other day, and I was deeply pleased.
All right, and that's gonna bring us over to the leader of the pack, the Alpha, Sage, aka the Rain.
Oh yeah, throwing paws all day. Ooh, sorry, I'm sorry. That was extra. I'm not sorry. I lied. I did. I fully lied to y'all. Anyway, I'm Raven, aka Wreck-It Raven. Y'all can find me everywhere at Wreck-It Raven, except for TikTok. It's Wreck-It.Raven. I post shit. I post a lot of shit. Not actual shit, but funny shit. You know what I mean? I also do a lot of just chatting. on my own stream. We do talk a lot about social justice issues. We talk about racism. We talk about politics. We talk about LGBTQIA2+ issues. We talk about mental health. We talk about disparities between medical care and being a person of color in this country. We talk a lot about a lot of different things. All the conversations that we were taught not to have. We have them now. We also play a lot of horror games, but we are making a full adjustment into the tabletop realm because I am letting this geeky fucking queer flag fly, and I'm just gonna fucking do it. But y'all can find me here on Saturdays. Y'all can find me on Fridays doing Morkborg on Gehenna Gaming with the wonderful Binbox VA. I also do a campaign called The Eldritch Tide on Mondays on twitch.tv Wesselhausen. And every other week I do Monster of the Week. I play Delena, who is the spooky, also edgy, but in a different way. We're good. I just typecast myself. Anyway, come check me out.
It's not typecast if you're killing the role.
Oh, yeah.
And last but certainly not least, Frida, aka Calamity, the Oracle.
Hi, Prince X Calamity. You can find me as Prince X Calamity on all of the things. I am a content creator and game developer. What do I got going on? I'm going to be, follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be announcing my next charity stream coming up. I'm doing a charity stream for my birthday that I'm really excited about. That'll be on the 20th of May. It's actually the day before my birthday, but still. So I'm going to be doing a charity stream on that day. More information about that coming out soon. But I'm also just doing all kinds of narrative games and anything with a good story over on my channel, as well as MMOs. And I'm actually challenging myself to finally write my first game by my birthday, so I'm very nervous but very excited. Yeah, so information about that will be all about
Hell yeah. All right, and I'm Noah. You can find me all over the places. The Noah Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I'm also like on Vero now. That's a new
What is that?
thing. I don't know. I saw Super Dylan did it, and I did it because I want to be cool like Diana. He's so damn cool. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna try that too. Yeah, but that's it. Please make sure to follow all these fantastic people. Support them. Support all of their endeavors. Especially, I mean, they're getting more into TTRPG, so watch their shows, retweet their show announcements, donate when they're all live, and just support them because honestly, it's hard to do this actual play shit, and it's harder when you're a marginalized individual. So please don't be shy with that support because it means all the world to us. But that's it. I'm not gonna preach to you anymore. Last thing though, special shout out to Stella Luna for putting this all together and just being the most fantastic producer of all time, just one of the best people. So make sure that you're also supporting Stella in whatever they're doing as well. But that's us. We're gonna give you your Saturday night back. Bye.
Bye.